What's going on, everybody? It's Game Unboxing Reviews here, and welcome back to another LEGO Dimensions news update. Now, of course, today was the day where a brand new trailer was revealed for LEGO Dimensions, and I'll be doing a video of that as well. However, in this video, I'm going to be showing off an absolute ton of screenshots. There's so much to talk about, and of course, I'll also try to add a little bit of, news as well, like what certain characters can do and what the vehicles do and things like that. So, without further ado, let's get to it. Alright, so straight away here we have a screenshot of Bane. Now, I did have this screenshot, sitting in my folder for a while now, because I've been collecting all the screenshots trying to get enough, so I didn't know all of these would also be revealed today, so it's kind of a lot of screenshots to talk about. And I wasn't sure if I'd revealed this one yet, and I checked, I don't think I have, but if I have, sorry about that. But yeah, this is really cool. I'm really glad to see that Bane has a transformation ability where he can transform into a big figure and everything, because that's really cool. And actually, fun fact is, he's the only big figure that we know of so far that you can actually play as, so that's really cool. I'm definitely looking forward to playing as him. And I was playing LEGO Batman 3 Beyond Gotham the other day, and I noticed a few little changes, like there's a red light on his belt, and that's not actually in LEGO Batman 3, or at least my version, so it's nice to see that they're adding, little changes to the actual character model, which is really cool. Next up, we can see Bad Cop and the Wicked Witch from Wizard of Oz outside a building. I think that building is actually in Hill Valley. Also, something interesting to mention is, the building itself is real, but if you look at the actual door, it's made of Lego. So is this going to be like an area that we can visit in the open world or something like that? Again, I don't really know about the open world. I do have some details to talk about that's kind of like that, but it's hard to explain because they haven't really explained, is there an open world or is it little hub areas or something like that. But hopefully, at E3 or something, they'll reveal more details. But yeah, this is really cool, and I hope Liam Neeson, comes back and reprises his role as Bad Cop, because he was one of my favourite characters in the film. He was hilarious. Here we get a really cool screenshot of Sensei Wu looking really awesome. I'm loving the design of Sensei Wu in this game because, in LEGO Ninjago Shadow of Ronin, it's a very different design. It's more basic, but this one, he seems like he's more ready for battle and everything. He looks really cool. Alright, so in this image we can see Wonder Woman from DC Comics and of course Jay, the blue ninja from LEGO Ninjago. Now at first glance you probably don't see it, but if you look carefully where Wonder Woman is, you can see of course her invisible jet, which I believe comes with her fun pack, is it? It's something like that. I could be wrong, but I think it's a fun pack you get. And it comes with her invisible jet, which is really cool. It's nice to see that that's going to be one of the vehicles that you can use in the game. Also, this castle area was seen in the Doc Brown trailer. I'm not entirely sure what it could be. It could be an area from LEGO Ninjago or something, but, who knows. Also, if you look carefully behind those bars, there's something, that's all I'm going to call it, is something, because I don't know what it is. Could be a collectible. I really like how the LEGO games now are starting to introduce different types of collectibles. Instead of just mini kits, they're adding, more than that, and red bricks, mini kits, gold bricks. I really like that idea behind it, so hopefully that's a new kind of collectible, or it could just be a panel. Who knows? We will just have to wait and see. Here we can see, of course, Superman hanging outside the Daily Planet globe. Now, this is really interesting. I mean, we don't know much about the hubs or free roam or anything, like I said, but can we fly quite high as characters like Superman and actually reach to locations like the Daily Planet globe? Or is this, one of the areas in one of the missions? My guess would be it's one of the areas in the missions. You start off in Metropolis and then you go higher and higher up and you can, you get to the top of the Daily Planet, basically. That's what I think it is, but, I could be wrong. Next up, of course, we can see Harley Quinn from the DC Comics Team Pack, which I believe comes with Joker. And we can also see some blue flying monkeys, which really don't look happy. I think Harley is definitely going to have to use that hammer at some point. Next up, we can see Batman, Wonder Woman, and Gimli outside what I believe is the Ace Chemicals building in Gotham. And, these areas are starting to look much more wide open, and you'll definitely see that in the next screenshot. So, it's definitely making me think how big a hub world might be or how big an open world will be. But honestly, I think this picture in particular is most likely a mission. But, we'll have to see. Now here we can see Eris from LEGO Chima, which is of course our first in-game look at this character, and he looks really cool indeed. Again, it's nice to see LEGO Ninjago and LEGO Chima making a jump to consoles, because I know a lot of people have really wanted to see that, and it's great to see that it's finally happened. Of course, here's the interesting thing about this. This area that Eris is in right now looks massive. I mean, you can see the studs along the sides of the buildings. There's some on the top. If you look carefully, you can see some blue and gold studs. This is making me think that you'll be able to wander around up there, because look where Eris is now, and you know, you've got to think that he'll be able to walk at least, you know, around the corner and then go up to the top of the building and run along there, and then you could like jump on top of it. I don't know, I mean, this definitely looks like a big area. It could be one of the hub worlds or something like that. I really hope it is, because it looks pretty big and it would be a really cool place to explore. Next up, of course, we can see Eris yet again in a huge open area. This is definitely making me speculate on hubs and open worlds and everything. I really hope they explain it at some point, because I'm really interested to hear it. Next up, we get another in-game look at a LEGO Chima character, and it is of course Laval standing on the yellow brick road in the Wizard of Oz world, which is pretty cool. I mean, they're really showing off that Wizard of Oz world quite a lot. I mean, maybe you can, you know, you actually play through it in a mission, and then maybe you unlock a different version of it that you can free roam around in or something like that. I know I keep talking about free roam, but it's one of my favorite parts of these LEGO games. They just seem to be getting better and better and better, and so I really hope they don't decide not to add something like that to this game, because this game is shaping up to be something really cool, and you know, an open world would be perfect for it. Even if it was something small like say Hill Valley, I would still be happy, because just wandering around in a mini Hill Valley as Marty McFly and Doc Brown would just be so much fun. So hopefully they do decide to add some sort of hub or open world to this game, because it would really mean a lot to me. And last but not least, here we can of course see Cracker from LEGO Chima, and I believe this is the last LEGO Chima character in the LEGO Chima line that they're adding to LEGO Dimensions. I mean, there could be more later down the road, but for now this is the last one. But it's still really cool. I really like his design. He looks awesome. I believe his set actually comes with a boat or something, that, well, at least his vehicle can turn into a boat or something. So that's probably how you'll get those studs in the water over there. That's probably what you have to use him for. We can of course see a ladder to the left. We can see, you know, a load of studs going up a walkway. You know, this area looks huge. It really does. I'm pretty sure I can also see some studs, if you look carefully, on top of that little house as well. Well, not a house, but you know what it is. So, yeah, these areas look bigger. If you look at the screenshots of previous LEGO Dimension screenshots, if you look at those and compare them to this, these areas look way bigger than the ones that we've seen previously. So I'm definitely starting to think there has to be some sort of world to this game. Definitely. Next up, we get our first in-game look at Scooby-Doo himself. Yes, Scooby-Doo is going to be playable in this game. I believe I talked about that in the video where I talked about a bunch of sets, but this has been officially confirmed and our official in-game look at him, and it's really cool. Honestly, if you watch the trailer, you get some, you know, a few little glimpses at the character and what he does, and like when he's riding around the cars and everything, he's like covering his eyes because he's terrified. It's absolutely classic Scooby-Doo. It's really cool. Now, I also have a few details to mention on Scooby-Doo. Apparently he can dig for new areas. Now that's interesting, so that must mean like secret areas that only he can find. Maybe does he like dig underneath and then go all the way under the ground, or does he just dig to find a key or something like that? And then also another ability he has is to call upon Charlie the Funland robot to open a garden shed and net some extra studs. Now that's interesting. I'm not really entirely sure of what that means, but it's cool to see that Scooby-Doo, even though he's just a dog, he will have some fun abilities. I'm excited to see what they do with this character, and throughout the video you'll see some even cooler Scooby-Doo content in this game. It's definitely very cool. Now here, of course, we can see Batman, Gandalf, Wildstar, and Scooby-Doo outside a haunted house, and this looks really cool. I mean, the first thing you notice, or at least I notice with this, is the art style has completely changed. It's all outlined and everything. It's very similar to the likes of Borderlands, from what I saw, or maybe like the Telltale games, not Traveler Tales, Telltales as in like The Walking Dead and Jurassic Park and all those, and the Back to the Future ones. It's similar to that, kind of, so it's really cool to see that certain missions will have a different art style. Like, I'm really interested to see, you know, just what like Scooby-Doo and Doctor Who will look like. Will they have their own art style and things? So this is definitely a really cool shot, and we can of course see some studs on top of the, you know, the haunted house. So that obviously means you'll be able to reach there. But yeah, this is really cool. Really like this screenshot, definitely. Here we can see Batman using his Batmobile, but it's a different version of it with a sonar device that destroys certain Lego pieces. Now, I'll be talking about that in another video, but it's still pretty cool to show off here. Also, of course, if you look carefully, you can see that's one of those things on the wall there that Wildstyle can use to climb, I believe. And there'll probably be more characters than just Wildstyle that can use that maybe, but, you know, still really cool to see. Now here, of course, we get a really cool screenshot of Shaggy using his torch inside the haunted house. This is definitely the interior of it. You can see, you know, the graphics again, they're all outlined and everything. I really like this design. It looks so cool. Also, since, you know, Shaggy has a torch, does he, you know, have the ability to see, you know, in dark areas? Like, for example, with characters like, I think it's Ian Malcolm in LEGO Jurassic World, he can use a flare to light up dark areas. So does Shaggy have that same ability, but he uses a torch? I think that would definitely make sense, and I would imagine that would be the ability he'll have. Here we get another awesome screenshot of Shaggy, but this time he looks a little more scared with his torch. We can also, of course, see a bear statue. I don't know if that's the thing that spooked him or something. It's also made of Lego, so you can either smash it, or maybe it has, you know, a place. Maybe you actually have to push it into like a compartment, and then it opens up the doors or something like that. I could definitely see a lot of creativity and puzzles and, you know, jump scares and things with a thing like Scooby-Doo. I think it's going to bring a lot of really cool features to the game. Now here we can see Scooby-Doo lying on the ground looking terrified. That's basically the same thing he does when he's on the vehicles, which is just hilarious. He's probably scared because, well, he's probably scared because there's a monster, but he should also be scared because there's a spider right behind him on the wall, so watch out for that, Scooby. And you can also see a fireplace, a sofa. It just looks really cool. I love the art style in this mission in particular. And just like, you know, with the characters from like Back to the Future, I can't wait to play through the Back to the Future mission with Marty McFly and Doc Brown, like, you know, the respected characters. So I can't wait to replay this mission in the game, because this is, I think this is an actual mission in the game, because the Scooby-Doo pack is, I believe, a team pack, not a level pack. So I can't wait to, you know, purchase the Scooby-Doo packs and then replay this mission with those characters, because that'll be a lot of fun. And last but not least of the screenshots of today, we can of course see Scooby-Doo, Shaggy, the Mystery Machine, and what the game is calling the Scooby Snack. Now, I'm not entirely sure what that is going to be. It just looks like a plate full of food for now, but I'm sure it has some sort of use in the actual game. But one of the cool things about this is another iconic vehicle. You know, this game has got so many classic and iconic vehicles that people have just grown to love, like the Batmobile, the DeLorean, now the Mystery Machine. It's just so cool. I can't wait to see what else they have planned for this game. And, you know, from what they've revealed today, I'm really excited about LEGO Dimensions. I already was, but, you know, the confirmation of all these great IPs and everything, which I'll be talking about in another video, is just really cool. It really is. They're definitely, you know, allowing you to be so creative with this game, and I can't wait to see what everyone comes up with. Alright guys, so that's pretty much it for this video. I mean, like I said, LEGO Dimensions is seriously shaping up to be an extremely cool game. I can't wait to see, you know, more gameplay, hopefully at E3 or something, because of course we know they're going to be showing off LEGO Marvel's Avengers at E3, but hopefully they show off LEGO Dimensions as well, because LEGO Dimensions comes out, I believe, September the 27th in the US and September the 29th in the UK, and LEGO Marvel comes out fall 2015. So, you know, they both come out pretty close to each other, like just a few months apart, so hopefully we see something at E3, because I'd like to see some gameplay of the Doctor Who content or something like that, because that would be really cool. Alright guys, so I want to thank you very much for watching. Stay tuned for lots more videos real soon, and as always, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe.